Hey, what is going on, Virgos? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe. What message do we have for Virgos? All right, Virgos. There now. First thing I'm seeing, Virgos, I feel like there's been something that you've been manifesting, and I feel like what you've been manifesting is coming. I have a candle going, and I think it's really screwing up but with the Magician, you know, I feel like there's been something that you've been working towards, something you've been manifesting. And I feel like what that is finally coming in. You know, with that ship coming in with that 3 of Wands. So I see a lot of big changes coming for you. And in different areas as well. I mean, we have the 6 of Swords, so big changes. But like I said, I do see it happening in multiple areas. I feel like things are just really starting to go your way. I see some huge opportunities coming to you. And first and foremost, I mean, I see a career opportunity. Now, for some of you, this is an advancement. For some of you, this is a whole new job. But I feel like it's what you've been waiting for. Like I said, I feel like you've been manifesting. And I feel like it's finally coming. You know, it's finally coming to pass. You know, and like I said, I see a huge opportunity coming for you. And I feel like with this opportunity, I do see you getting exactly what you want. Finding stability. Some real stability. You know, with that King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. That Taurus energy. But like that ShamWow guy says, that's not all. Wait, there's more. Like I said, I see multiple opportunities for you. That's just one of them. I see things really coming together for you in general. And not just stability-wise. I also see someone new coming into your life. Now, for some of you, this may have something to do with this opportunity that we just spoke about. For others, it may just be all around things are going your way. You know, I see you meeting someone new. And the moment you meet this person, you just know. You know, your intuition is telling you that there's definitely a friend vibe with this person, but there's also the promise of more. You know, this person, the potential with this person, you know, very quickly become friends. You know, you just find this person very easy to communicate with, very easy to talk to. You know, you feel like you're on the same page. You know, with that 8 of Wands, that open communication. You know, sometimes we meet people we just know, and I feel like you just know when you meet this person. You know, feeling that potential, and like I said, with that High Priestess, it's like Your intuition is telling you that even though this starts off in a friendship, there's definitely promise of a lot more than that. Now, I feel like the friendship, I see it blossoming, and I feel like you know it's going to blossom because you can feel that. But it's almost like the establishment of trust with that Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Coins. You know, I feel like with this person, there's just this sense that you can trust them. And that only gets stronger, and I feel like it leads to new love. Like I said, there is that promise of more. You know, even though it starts off in a friendship, I feel like that's just a starting point. That's just the beginning. But there's that feeling that there's definitely a lot of forward movement here. You know, this has a potential future. You know, like I said, with that Page of Wands, and then we have the Chariot. You know, with this person, I feel like everything's just coming together for you, Virgo. Like I said, new opportunity when it comes to, you know, stability, but a new opportunity when it comes to love as well. You know, like I said, we have new love. I see this strong bond. And I see someone that shows up that's reliable. You know, someone that has their shit together. And I feel like as much as you've been manifesting this, they've been manifesting as well. And that's why you found each other. You know, because you were meant to find each other. And it's going to be very obvious very quickly. Like I said, listen to your intuition. You know, your intuition is going to be telling you exactly what you want to hear. And exactly what you need to hear, which when your intuition tells you what you want to hear, that's such a great sign. Like I always say, your intuition is always going to tell you what you need to hear. It's not always going to tell you what you want to hear, but sometimes we get lucky and it tells us both. Both is true. Like I said, with this person, very reliable. This person shows up. This person puts in the work. You know, they've been waiting for this as well. You know, like I said, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's the establishment of trust. It's slow and steady energy, but we're always moving forward. We have the Nine of Cups and the King of Cups. The Nine of Cups is an emotional fulfillment. The King of Cups is emotional stability, emotional maturity. You know, this person is looking for exactly what you've been looking for. That's why you found each other. It was no accident. You know, like I said, I mean, there's so many things going your way here, Virgo. I mean, the next little while is going to be huge for you. You know, and all these big changes, but all these really positive changes coming toward you. You know, a lot of times we manifest, and sometimes people don't. Sometimes people manifest for a while and they just eventually give up. I feel like this is something you've been manifesting and you haven't given up on it. And now it's being fulfilled. Like I said, not only is there new stability, but there's this new love, this new partnership. You know, like I said, it is something that starts off in a friendship, but from the very beginning, I feel like you're both going to know that there's something more there. Kind of like the sky's the limit type energy. You know, it's very different when meeting someone and you have a friendship with that person and it grows into something more. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that, even though it starts off kind of like very simplistic, there's always that thought that and that vision of something more with this person. You know, seeing that potential, and the more you see this person, the more they see you, the more it becomes, you know, blatantly clear what's going on here. But it's that feeling that starts us all off. You know, like I said, with that Two of Cups, that, you know, that's that very strong bond. You know, we also have the Ten of Cups as that family card. and what moves us forward and what helps us along. Like I said, very mature energy on both sides, both knowing what you wanted. So a lot easier to get what you want when you know what you want. You know, sometimes we have high standards, or we have, that's probably a terrible choice of words. Sometimes when we know what we want, people think we have high standards. It's just we know what we want. And why should we compromise? You didn't, they didn't, and look where it got you. Right where you wanted to be. You know, like I said, with this person, very confident, very well put together, you know, very easy to trust this person, very reliable, very dependable. You know, this is someone that, I mean, they have dreams and goals of their own, which just makes your connection that much deeper. You know, because they have their thing and you have your thing, and you have, together you have a thing. And I only see this thing moving forward. Like I said, I mean, we have the Chariot, that forward movement. We have the Nine of Cups, that emotional fulfillment. We have the Sun card, that happiness. You know, there's a very balanced energy with this person. I feel like you balance each other very well. You know, one of the things with this is I feel like it's all kind of perfect timing, because this new opportunity that I see for you, you know, stability-wise or career-wise, it's almost like it's going to give you more time to have to spend with someone, and now you have someone to spend it with. You know, it ceases to amaze me how things work out. You know, sometimes we work our ass off and we don't have time for relationships, or we don't have time to spend with the people we want to spend it with. But for you, all I see is these positive opportunities coming your way. And you earned it. I mean, I feel like you manifested. You stuck with it. You knew what you wanted. You stuck with it. I mean, we end this off with the Six of Wands, which is that victory. You know, everything's coming up. Everything's coming up roses for you, Virgo. That's the thing with manifestation. With a lot of people, you really got to want it. You know, you really got to want it. You really got to know. You got to know it. You got to know what's going to happen. You know, you can't fool the universe. You can't, you know, a lot of people think, oh, I just got to say it enough. It's not about that. It's about knowing it enough. You got to know it. You got to know it's going to happen to you. You got to know what's coming. And you just feel that energy. And you know, one of my favorite books is The Alchemist. You know, when you want something bad enough, the world will conspire to make it happen. But you got to want it. And you wanted this. And like I said, I mean, it's so many, there's so many big changes coming for you, but I mean, I feel like you deserve every one of them. You know, and like I said, sometimes we have these standards that we want in a partner, and some people will even try to convince you that your standards are too high, or you want too much. Don't ever listen to those people. With this person, I mean, we have a lot of Earth. We have Virgo, Capricorn. We have Taurus. I mean, we got some Pisces, some Cancer. We got some Leo energy. Some Aquarius. Sagittarius as well. You know, like I said, I mean, when things come together, sometimes they just really come together. I mean, life is so funny that way. You know, one minute you think you'd have nothing, and then in the next minute you could have everything. But like I said, I was like that with manifestation. When I first, laws of attraction, all this stuff, when I first started really diving into it, you try to convince yourself, and you try to you'll say even silly things like, I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. I want to win the lottery. It's not about one. It's about you are or you're not. And when you manifest something, you got to be all in. Because if you're not all in, it's going to be very hard to achieve what you want. And it takes a lot of I'm trying to think of the right word, but it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of hard work. Nothing worth anything comes easy. It really doesn't. And no matter how many people try to convince you of that, people try to convince me of that, and it doesn't, I know I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and we're talking about that specific thing. And he was like, I wish I could be a celebrity, so, I had all this money. I'm like, yeah, but you don't realize it's nice. I bet it's nice to have all that money. But you got all that attention, you got all that people talking about you, and it comes just as quickly as it goes sometimes, because some of those people, they just, they get in over their head. I wouldn't want to be a celebrity. I don't want all these people to know me. I don't want, these people talking about me. You gotta look at everything, and and then he brought up the point, well, okay, well, maybe not a celebrity as much as maybe, I'd love to be an athlete. Now, if you love the sport, then yes, but if you're just doing it for the money, again, that's a lot of work. I have a good friend of mine that had played in the NHL, and I know a lot of what he sacrificed in his youth. He sacrificed pretty much his whole youth. So, I mean, but he wanted it. He never had any doubt. And I remember talking to him, and I just remember the attitude he had, and I wasn't surprised when he made it, because, people that get that you don't just get that, you got to work hard for it. Anything in life, you got to work hard for it. Whether you work hard to get it or whether you work hard to get it, keep it. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. But if you want something, it's not really work at all. And like I said, I see these opportunities coming towards you, and I mean, I wholeheartedly feel like you absolutely deserve it. It's almost like you're getting that restitution. But like I said, it's all about wanting something, knowing you want it, going after it, and getting it. Sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes people get lucky and things just kind of fall into place for them. But that's not something you can really... Are you really going to wait for that? You're just going to wait for things to fall into place for you? Because generally speaking, it doesn't happen. Now, I'm not saying there's not a chance that it can happen, because it happens. But I'd rather be the one going after what I want than be the one waiting for something that I want to come to me. Because as far as I've seen it in life, that usually doesn't happen. But I see all these things coming to you. But I feel like I said, I feel like you deserve it. I feel like sometimes people have opportunities come to them and they've earned it. And sometimes it takes a long time for that shit to happen. Sometimes you can wait a lot longer than you wanted to, but if you want something, stick to it.
Be good. Take care. Stay safe.